Hello everybody, welcome back to Sacred 2, where we had somebody very joyfully singing. I'm in the
I don't have the
center,
heart to do that yet.
okay, I'm in the center of Slowford, and the reason I'm standing near this chest, and I actually spoiled it a little bit, is I have been moving several items, set items, unique items, legendary items from
Do all
the
heroine weapons wear uniforms
storage of
then?
the sacred website, and that's the Dark Matters website, in this case Sacred Wiki, to my PC and installed the chest, moved the chest back and forth. It's quite a cumbersome process, so I will do the short version. Basically, you download the file, you search for the file, the chest file on your computer, make a backup of that chest file, and then replace the downloaded file, replace your chest file for the downloaded chest file, get into the game, and every item will show up in the shared belongings. You can pick the thing you want, and when it's done, you exit the game, or better said, the game you play. You don't have to leave the main game. You exit the game, go back to the location of your sacred chest, put up your backup file, put it back, and when loading the game, you have the items you picked up and dropped either in your inventory or your belongings, while the shared belongings is your shared chest, which is back. I won't do a video of it because my current program isn't able to work with desktop images, but I think there's a video out there on YouTube somewhere, most likely, probably, etc. Anyway, what I've done is downloading five kind of weapons, of which two are actually doing poison damage. One firebone, Arnhem's Pathfire, which I also have a lower level selected. We have Horns of the Forest Gods, which will become my bow doing magic damage. And I'm currently still using found one. Kobols Song, which will become my poison bow, but at the same time Spinebender will also do that. So I have two bows for poison, which more or less overlap, because the Kobols is dropping every 20 levels. The chest also has it every 20 levels, and Spinebender is doing the same but dropping later, hence why I can use both. And I got the Quetzalcoatl breath, the one I'm already using from the other character I made. So those are my intended weapons. I have a full set over here, but I'm also using a community patch set called the Wildcat, and all of that is going to give me a nice boost, which I will show you in a bit. And last but not least, I'm going to use the remnants of a Glaurum set, which is a complete set, 6 items, amulets, rings, and eventually even the Shrunken Head. And especially Shrunken Head is giving me a nice boost. So that's the plan. This is, and that's actually why I needed armor lore. what the set is going to do. Currently got a 0.5 region per hit. Getting into direct damage. Chance for double hits, so that's increasing. And last but not least, an increase in survival bonus. Lots of armor currently. Let's move away from this Piper a little bit, because it's driving me somewhat nuts. Ah, yeah. I had the totem up. So everything I previously had will be sold. And yes, sold, I said. So I get a nice boost in finances. That wasn't really my intention. Oh, wait. Forest flight is supposed to be mine. I also made another mistake, which I can't correct anymore because okay, I've been stupid. Well, never mind.
This has to be a very special item.
Yep. What I have forgotten is remove I can solve it that way. And what we show popping up here is the malicious totem, which is planning to shoot, those are small blowpipes, at any monsters. So it's a sort of AoE spell, and it can be very useful. Now, let's see, because I got some little extra on finances right now. I might as well. Upgrade. Some of my weapons. I think we hear that dog panting in the background, so it's not me. Let's put my bargaining items together for now. I won't replace everything by sets, gonna promise you that. The relics and everything the relics and everything will be used when I find them. Items doing bargaining will be used when I find them. So that's going to be, let's see, I'm going to add, I'm not going to add blacksmith arts to my items. I was planning to do this by enhance and anneal, because everything has 2 slots. So over time I can actually add one of each in the set, and I have 9, so I can actually do a double 4 and perhaps wet on one of them, and fill everything else up with amulets and or rings. Well, doesn't look like it's working, so I'll stick to what I am right now. We were doing quests, so let's start with that one before I actually jump to the next portal and continue what I was doing. She's slow at the moment, which makes sense considering I don't have the armor lore skill.
Done.
But this is the effect of the life leech. This is also the reason why I don't have to pick up the blue items anymore. I mean, I've got better items right now, and I am able to withstand a lot more because of that, so there's no need to. But also because of that I'm able to make more money out of everything. So there's no need. And be aware, this is a level 15 bow, so that's actually 1 level above my current level. So it isn't even a good one. Quest finished. We're going back in this, coming back to this region at some point. I forgot something. So that's what that totem is doing.
Life is but a moment. Death also is but another. Just a scratch. Quan would have been very happy with you. The maggots have taken out their napkins already. Most people would rather die than think. In fact, they do so.
Keep in mind that using the uniques or legendary items actually isn't doing much of a difference right now. The whole damage part is coming from this, my tactics lore. As long as I keep that one equal to my level, I'm also able to deal quite a number of damage. Maybe I can show it later by equipping a grey bow if I find one.
And that, and that, and that!
The only thing is, some things are just done a bit easier, but it's the side effects that's making this game more fun. And as you can see, that blowpipe is doing damage. At least for a while. So that totem is useful. There it is. But the intention of the totem, for me anyway, is to use it to weaken bosses. I can use it for crowd control, that's for sure, but I'm going to use it to weaken bosses. Although with my current setup, I don't think I will even have to weaken bosses unless they have a debuff action, and there's one of those coming up pretty soon.
You're welcome.
That's actually the best, most beautiful comments towards player actions you have. Go check out, even if it takes you a while to get there.
I'll be happy to do so.
I won't activate that portal because of this quest.
Even more work for the local undertaker.
Also, a small theory I have. One of the things we have to deal with at some point is T energy. As Karen never explained what the T stood for, but if you look at those crystals and you are familiar with the Command and Conquer series,
I can't believe it! You've hit
then
me!
I wonder if the T actually stands for Tiberium. Because, yeah, it looks similar. And it's just a simple theory I have. Other people may think differently. But I do wonder if T energy is some sort of Easter egg / hint made by the devs about being some sort of reference to the Command & Conquer Tiberian Wars series. You never know. This is also something that may happen every once in a while, other as encountering a gazillion threats. You enter a dungeon and you think, hey, another exit, we're going deeper into that cave, and instead you end up in something that's heavy constructions, walls and the like. Actually making you wonder, hey, what's this? I think this may actually be something like the quarters for the guard. Anyway, leveled up. 1 tactics. Tune focus to keep the regeneration as low as possible, and 1 dex. I will have to invest in armor lore at some point, as well as the other ones, so I think starting next level I will change my skill allocation a little bit. I'm keeping tactics lore because, like I said, I want to keep that equal to my level, at least until we reach level 75, which in all fairness I doubt we'll ever get. After that, the next level is 16. I'm going to focus other skill points in the other skills. Probably Capricious Hunter to 15 as well. So keeping that equal to level, and then starting to allocate points in the rest to make sure that I'm actually not lagging in attack speed, for instance, or defenses. And as said, I will have to add Constitution, Concentration, Kabbalistic Voodoo, Focus, so that's 3. Constitution, Concentration, Kabbalistic Voodoo, Focus, leaving me to probably Nature Weaver Focus as well. And the last one will be Enhanced Perception. I may switch a few things, putting Enhanced Perception first, but Concentration needs to get to 75, so I have to keep that equal to my level at some point to get that third buff. Although right now getting a second buff is already important. Another thing I need to check is this. Tail spikes, talents, hard skills. Tail spikes replacing offensive skills for offensive skills. But I can put that into weapon. It also means that I'm cutting down on regeneration time right now. Chance to evade for chance to evade. I can put that in armor. And I get +1 to all combat arts. So everything is level 2 right now. And dropping some experience in favor of opponents unable to event attacks. and every skill got a point too. So with the last one, Barbarian 7, 8. So of this one, extra armor, extra spell resistance, and I got life leads. It's not much, but it helps because it stacks. The life leads from the Spinebender, the 10 and the plus 9% from the other one stack. Uh, 85, 99. So it was short. But at the time being, this will do until level 30. And I'm still lacking because everything is level 20. So somewhat slow in attack compared to more damage. It should compensate. Like I said, it should compensate, and it does.
Into the pit.
But I did forget. To check here. Oh, I had those from the previous character. Find the same spot we came in, I think. Yep. So we need to find that farmer, which means that weapon. See? 2 guards here near the entrance. Hence why I said it's probably a guard's outpost.
Juan would have been very happy with you. No hit points equals death. That's how this game works.
And yes, the reference to being a game will happen more often.
Into the pit.
Lexi was a moderator at the International Sacred Forum. I think this is the stylish Steve Holland. And that, gentlemen, is some very wise advice. Just like, don't ask a lady for her age. She's 25. Can be 25 and a bit, 25 and a bit more, 25 and somewhat extra, 25 plus a lot more, but she's always 25.
That's done.
So it's time to go checking out on Larian, and I won't walk. He's living there anyway. The trip back will be walking at some point. This trip will get us all over this area. So it's a nice exploration trip.
Sit here. That's the purpose of the exercise.
And it's a nice trip to get experience points. And in the end, it's also a very nice reference to a Madonna movie.
I won't disappoint you.
Like I said, a Madonna movie. Yes, I'm that old, people. Sorry. Most of those items aren't actually hard to get. except for this one. But we do know where we can find elementals. Not just over here. So it won't be that hard actually. Just like the Kobold hearts. I think the hardest part is actually the board task. And those stone golem materials.
No hit points equals death. That's how this game works. I'm not far from the destination.
And then there's of course DOT.
Stop bleeding. You're staining my clothes.
Nice, isn't it? Those were my arrows.
Of the exercise.
Like I said, we're going to do some exploring today.
The maggots have taken out their napkins already. Nourish nature.
Got it. So the only things left right now are elementals. Yeah. Like I said, we know where to find those. But that doesn't mean I don't have to kill kobolds.
Have you heard of the nominative? That's the gnome's death case.
This one is probably pointing towards the Seraphim monastery. But what I'm going to do is enter the area where we did the quest with the pirates. Because that cave should point us to a few elementals. Maybe I'm lucky, but I don't think so. If that doesn't help, there's always that nearby cave. The cave near that magician.
I'll take you for a ride.
I don't think we will find them here though. If I'm not mistaken, this was only wolves. Ah ja, en een minotaur. Do we have animal heads yet? Animal 6. Animal 7. Nice one for a weapon. A nice one to be put inside armor. By the way, I do have another program able to run in the background. I forgot the name. But it's...
There he goes.
Yeah. I do know the name. Sacred Character Editor. It's basically even a more cheating program. Although that depends at how you look at things. But I can do character edits with it. So if I think I messed up with a skill, I can actually respec skills and combat arts. Speaking of, get the level 3 running. And combat arts, I'm not going to use that one. It's useful. I intend to go on at least with this game to use the skills I picked. With all the years I've been playing this game, I should be experienced enough by now to make the right choices. Or maybe not, but still. I will live with the skills.
Another one has passed away.
Skill choices I have made, and yeah, we'll see where things end up with that. Orcish Cooking. That's a nice book actually. It's, yeah, I will show you in a bit. Let's finish this quest and I'll show you some of the reading we have in this game. But that's
More work for the local undertaker.
doing some time. It's taking some time all the reading. And I prefer to do that in a somewhat more safe area. One more. Let's see where it's pointing to. Quite close to the dungeon I was planning to do anyway. So, good news. And yes, this leveling is happening because of the plus experience I have. Was it one of the items anyway? Or I thought I was having. This also works. Plus 12% damage. So this equals skill right now. You can check that over here. Where is it? All skills plus 2. I'm level 15. Capricious Hunter 17. So that's one thing. The golden text on top are the special ones. And out of those, leech life is the most important. It's 0.9% of the maximum health of a monster. So that would actually give quite some leech the moment you check on the hit points. I mean, I have 614 hit points. 0.9% of boss having 10,000 health points. That means 1% is 100. Mistake? No. So 0.9 is 90. You generate with a few hits 640. I'm going to do double shot. The chance to get an explosion, it's something that's always a guess. Double shot is guaranteed. I am guaranteed to do 2 shots. 2 shots of, in this case, 237 to 301. So even if it's 2 times 237, that's more as the maximum of 206 I have over here. The explosion could be nice, but it's a chance. Just like participating in the lottery, you have a chance to win the jackpot. And I'm not gambling on the chance to get an explosion because I have no idea how much explosion damage that'll be. Well, I do know that 2 shots in quick succession gives me at least 2 times 237, and if I'm lucky, 2 times 301. The chance to get 301 is probably similar as the chance to get the explosion. So this is guaranteed. And like I said, it's more as the maximum of 206 I'm currently doing. Now, I was talking about books. Some are Ice and Blood books. Some are from the previous game, so Fallen Angel, and some are actually from Community Patch. Orcs Cooking is from the original game. So, Orcs Cooking. Then we have Lost Diaries. I told you this is going to take some time. So, Diary 1, second parts. Anyone having a Disney flashback? Okay, then we have a book about ice magic. Basically, I'm not going through this, all of it, but basically telling what magic is doing. We have a similar book about tea energy, and it seems this is a reference to a Sylvester Stallone movie. I will just scroll down. And people can read it in pause. Book of Herbs. About poisons, actually. We will get a few of those at some point. And eventually the Ice and Blood books. This is more like a scripted, somebody wrote down some sort of diary and more like a conversation between two people. Wait. And Diaja's study book is actually a book related to quests in Ice and Blood. Like I said, and yep, if people want to read those, then it's better to read them when the game is paused. I will finish this quest because it's already an hour in, and part of that hour was actually spent reading books. So we'll see if I can do something about the rendering and the fog.
local undertaker.
There is no local undertaker. There's only accelerated decomposing in this game.
Done.
Another thing, he mentioned his golem named Bob. People playing Lord of the Rings may remember that name from being the Hobbit servant in the Bouncing Pony. Bob and Nob. So it's likely this was some sort of reference as well.
The next one won't be so gentle.
So with this area done, I don't need that monolith anymore. I need to do that.
Make sure you don't stumble over this bark beetle. The maggots have taken out their napkins already. And which one of you is the little gingerbread man?
That one. This is going to be a boss killer. This one is more crowd control. So currently I don't need both. With 2.7 seconds, the boss killer is starting to become a little bit more useful too.
The maggots have taken out their napkins already.
Good thing we have a merchant here.
Assignment completed.
Except he is not selling this, selling wares. He's the only one selling wares. Whoa, 2 bargaining. Don't even doubt about it. 29, 30, and 30. 28 with 2 bargaining. But I can use those 3. You know what? Because I have the money for it anyway. Three. 8. So I have got multiple with 2 bargaining right now, which is quite nice. The only thing I need is the bargaining skill. Except 2, 4, 5. I'm not sure if I'm even taking it because of needing EP. That means I would have to drop one of my other skills. I need concentration, I need the voodoo focus, I need weaver focus. So that's 4. I need constitution, that's 5. Sorry, concentration, voodoo, the weaver, constitution, EP is 5 skills. 2, 4, 5. So, no bargaining. We'll see. Grab this one. I will head out to this point. No, I will head out to this point, but I know there is one and actually a few quests in this area. So I may pick them up. It's already in hour 14 in. So we'll see how far I get, but let's try to get to the temple today and call it quits. And that means next episode will be really funny.
Damn, there must be a nest around here.
So much drops. Let's check. Nothing interesting.
nourish nature. Even more work for the local undertaker.
Next episode will be fun because we're going to do a boss hunt. Or better said, a mini boss hunt. There's nothing here. Oh wait, there's another resting point I can actually head out to.
The dryad was better. Will be engraved in your gravestone.
That's actually a better idea. The fact that I'm going to get lots of yellow items right now all has to do with my survival bonus. 25%, and that's, like I said, why we're going to get a lot of points here. That one. Do I need this cave? Yeah, I think I need it later. And as you can see, the combat art is getting it back as well. There was something here, but yes, there was.
I'll give you another one at the same spot. You can count on me.
The problem with a quest like this is that I always want to do them. This is our first mini boss. And it's not going to be an easy one. Because this bugger actually has a debuffing skill. There it is.
Stop bleeding. You're staining my clothes.
And as you can see, it debuffed.
What kind of monster are you? Even if I don't have a name for you, I'll beat
Also,
you to death.
it's because of the survival bonus, it's one level above me. And yes, the bug starts. This would have been.
This has to be a very special item.
This would actually has been a very good moment to start using totem. Oh well, never mind. What do we have left? Boots.
This has to be a very special item.
Yep. And it's a special item, especially for mage class characters doing dual wields. I think this one had another staff you can actually use, so you could equip both in your hands, in both hands, and not casting dual spells, but yeah, it seems to be quite nice. I'm not using it on any of my characters, so I can't say anything else. Tactics. Hunter. Hey, I thought I had Hunter with max. .1 seconds. Still not where I wanted it to be. But Griffin defeated. And like I said, I do know another safe spot. And that's near that guy.
You see, that wasn't so bad after all.
So he's a secret scout. I'm going to tell you that. is that's a very nice piece actually. Just not for this character. If you take a look at where he's standing, he barely sees shit. So he's scouting. Yeah, he's got the binocular, but
I'll be happy to do so.
from this point, seeing how the binocular is aimed, then see, I'm facing this. The binocular is facing this direction, but the quest is over there. So it's, yeah, okay, never mind. What it also is the end for today's session. I do hope you've been enjoying it. I did. It was my intention to fight the Griffin, so I'm glad that's done. And I'm glad that it was an easy fight. Although, yeah, having those two set pieces certainly have made things easier. And using the unique makes it easier too. So, with that in mind, okay. But still, it was done better and faster as I hoped for. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next week. Have a good week. Goodbye.